Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense has the ball first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
He's going to take a shot. He's got it on the sideline. Off and running. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husker.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now. Play one. Be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot. They get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Hawaii's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the grab. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Davis will throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on! Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air on first down. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They'll give it to the back. Sweet cut there. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Davis looking to pass. Finds his man.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. Once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break as Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State.
Use the play fake. Now to throw.
We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch. It's Brooks. Still running at the 40. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Huskers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mooney. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Here's the handoff. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The run from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Cornhuskers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Gets the back moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28th. He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
It is nice to have an athlete at quarterback like that can make things happen. He's just so fast.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Floats it out in space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Boyd. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. They just keep firing. Quickly to the tight end. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. There he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Balls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in this...
Touchdown, Nebraska! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Davis will throw. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Makes the grab. It's Bell. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Rainbow Warriors with a second and short to keep this drive moving. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Now on first down from the 43. They'll ride the hot hand. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Davis looking to pass. Quick strike complete. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Nice move there. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. Might be calling a hot route. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Fires to the big fella.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Oh, he's got some space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hatchett. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Grab near the marker. It's Gibson. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds space on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mooney. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Fires to the tight end. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the pummeling has started. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He'll throw it with the catch. It's Gibson. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Porter. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Wants to throw. It's Mooney. Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Cornhuskers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Brooks. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You've got to make sure you end up with a football.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next.
Looking for a man. It's Mooney. Quick shovel pass. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Wants to throw on third down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Got the back over the middle. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Davis will throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. And the Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
It's a nice job by the receiver working past the sticks. Looked like it was going to be a first down by the offense, but how about the physical play?
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And they probably don't need to risk. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
49, Nebraska 28.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Offense scoops it up and still going. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. He's at the... And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You made...